Alice Miller, The Drama of the Gifted Child, The Search for the True Self. Welcome to a concise summary of Alice Miller's The Drama of the Gifted Child, The Search for the True Self, a riveting exploration of how repressed emotions and unresolved childhood issues can have a lasting impact on our lives. In this summary, you'll learn about the reasons behind our loss of connection with our emotions, the dark reality of certain behaviors resulting from repressed emotions, and how confronting childhood pain can lead to personal growth and healthier relationships. Let this enlightening exploration of emotional self-discovery guide you into transforming your life through self-awareness and healing.
Reconnecting with emotions. As adults, we can lose touch with our emotions, blocking feelings like shame and joy. Suppressing emotions is often a learned behavior from childhood because we fear losing our parents' love and acceptance. Although we may view our childhood as easier and carefree, it's also when we learn to repress our emotions. Parents with controlling behaviors can lead their children to obey and not follow their wishes or develop unhealthy sexual repression. However, blocking emotions leads to therapy patients having trouble feeling anything real and results in an empty life. To make our lives worth living, we should learn to connect with our emotions again. Overcoming childhood trauma. The choices we make as adults, such as sexual fetishes, womanizing, and drug use, can be traced back to the emotional repression of childhood. Avoiding dealing with these emotions can lead to harmful behavior. However, confronting one's past can lead to positive change and self-fulfillment. Therapy can be helpful in reconnecting with oneself as a child, which can lead to a better understanding and acceptance of oneself as an adult. The story of Peter, a womanizer who confronted his lonely childhood, illustrates how confronting one's past can lead to deeper and more meaningful relationships in the present. Brilliance and Depression. The link between grandiosity, childhood pressure, and depression in successful individuals is explored. Those who strive for greatness and earn self-worth from their achievements eventually spiral into depression when they inevitably fail. Childhood pressure and neglected emotions lead to repressed emotion, which causes depression. This cycle can continue if unresolved childhood issues are not addressed, perpetuating depression to the next generation. Breaking the cycle. Parents who never had an ideal childhood of their own tend to subconsciously try to provide the perfect childhood to their children. However, this behavior brings negative implications as it leads to children repressing and denying negative emotions, which could result in them growing up with a damaged psyche. The cycle continues if the parent fails to address their own issues before becoming a parent themselves. Through therapy, individuals can work through their childhood memories and address their damaged psyche. Breaking this cycle enables individuals to love their children for who they are rather than trying to relive their childhood through them. As a result, individuals can provide their children the love they require without the burden of unfulfilled desires and expectation. Overcoming repressed emotions. This book explains how confronting repressed emotions leads to a fuller, happier life. People who confront their past trauma no longer feel the need to suppress their emotions. They allow themselves to feel and accept their feelings, leading to more fulfilling relationships and a positive impact on society. By being true to themselves, individuals free themselves and help others do the same.
As a wrap-up to our journey through The Drama of the Gifted Child, we have come to understand the importance of facing our childhood trauma and unearthing the emotions that have long been repressed within us. By confronting these buried feelings, we are empowered to break the cycle of emotional repression and forge healthier relationships with ourselves and our loved ones. Acknowledging and accepting our true selves does not only bring personal freedom but also creates a positive ripple effect on our family dynamics and the larger society. So, let the message of this book inspire you to embrace your inner child, heal your emotional wounds, and embark on the path to a more fulfilled life.